up, see a wet stain on the ceiling, and discover water from ceiling to floor. Avoid this situation. Call Scott Roofing Services at 978-957-0243. Scott Roofing has emergency service for all storm-related issues. Clogged drains, wind damage, fallen trees. Protect your home before you find yourself in a race against Mother Nature. Get a free inspection. Call Scott Roofing today at 978-957-0243. Scott Roofing of Draken, veteran-owned, in business 40 years. 980 WCAP. Everybody gets it.
All right, welcome back here to Auburn, New York. And we go to the bottom of the first, and doing the pitching today for the Lowell Spinners, it's going to be right-hander Aaron Wilkerson, who's just acquired by the Spinners and is purchasing his contract from Grand Prairie of the American Association Independent Baseball. And for Auburn, it's going to be Osvaldo Abreu, Wilman Rodriguez, and Jose Marmoleos to face the right-hander. And we'll give you some information on him in a moment as the first pitch will miss outside for ball one. 1-0. Abreu checks in with an average of 140. And the second pitch is cut on a miss for strike one. 1-1. Abreu at 2 for 5 with a double in the game last night. Wilkerson pitched for Grand Prairie earlier this year, 12 games, and there's a called strike. 1-2. He was 3-1 with a 3.54 ERA in 12 games, and they were all starts. He worked 73 and 2/3 innings. The pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 2-2. Last year at Grand Prairie, Wilkerson was 1-1 with a 1.84 ERA in 3 games. The pitch here is grounded to the left side, deep in the hole and short. Flores is there. His throw is not going to be in time. They're going to say it pulled Travis off the bag. So that is going to be an error on the shortstop. Abreu will reach. And the lead man on for Auburn. Flores committing his 7th error of the year. The batter now will be Wilman Rodriguez, the DH, at 400. No homers, no RBIs. Rodriguez was 3 for 5 with a double and 2 runs scored last night. Wilkerson attended Cumberland University. In 2013, he played for 3 indie ball teams. Grand Prairie of the American Association. He played for the Florence Freedom of the Frontier League. And he also pitched at Fort Worth. He was a combined 10-2 in 2013. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be in there for a called strike, 0-1. Wilkerson was 1-1 at Grand Prairie, and he had a 9-1 record at Fort Worth. He was the first team All-NAIA selection in his senior year at Cumberland University. And he set NAIA records of 54 consecutive scoreless innings and 26 career victories. This pitch is looped foul, first base side, and out of play. Wilkerson is from Hewitt, Texas. Signed as a free agent by the Red Sox after his contract was purchased. He's a 25-year-old right-hander. We'll set the defense for the Spinners after this pitch. Wilkerson ahead of the count 0-2. Rodriguez acting as the DH today. Wilkerson to the plate, and he's going to miss high with a fastball. And it's 1-2. Defensively for the Spinners today, Mike Myers gets the start in left field. Danny Mars up the middle and center. Nick Longy is in right. Around the infield, Jordan Betts is at third base. Ramel Flores at shortstop. Danair Lopez at second. And Sam Travis, the first baseman. And Wilkerson will check in with the runner at first. Abreu gets back to the bag. Abreu has stolen 2 bases this year in 6 attempts. Jordan Procession doing the catching for Lowell this afternoon. So we have a battery of 2 players in their first professional experience. The pitch is cut on and missed, and the throw down is not in time. And it will be a strikeout of Rodriguez, one away. 2/3 innings, but he really thrived at Fort Worth, where he went 9-1 with a 2.74 ERA in 13 games. Right-hander at the belt, and a 1-1 pitch. Runner takes off, got a good jump. The pitch is a strike. Here's the throw. It's going to be high and not in time. Stolen base for Abreu. Found the pitch he wanted to run on, and he will pick up the steal. And Auburn has a runner in scoring position with one out here in the first and a 1-2 count on Marmoleos. First baseman today, Marmoleos, is native of Perth Amboy, New Jersey. The 1-2 pitch from the Lowell right-hander. Here it is. Curveball is laced foul down the right field line. And down by the spinner's bullpen. A ball and 2 strikes, and the count will remain. Played for the Fort Worth Cats. They were in the United League. Florence in the Frontier League. Grand Prairie Airhogs in the American Association. The 1-2 pitch, line foul down the left field line, and out of play. Wilkerson stands at 6 feet 3, 190 pounds. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Wilkerson checks the runner. Here's the pitch. Curveball is tapped foul up the first baseline. And the count 1-2. Wilkerson wearing the number 26. Just assigned his jersey the other day. Rodriguez at second, 1 out, no score, bottom of the first. And the right-hander at the belt, and the 1-2 pitch is on the way. Wilkerson deals, swinging a ground ball to the right side, coming over to get it to second baseman Lopez. The throw is wide, it gets by Travis, and that will allow a run to score. Second error of the inning by the Spinners. It's going to be an error on Danair Lopez. It's going to be his 7th error of the year, and Auburn takes a 1-0 lead. It's going to be an unearned run here. And the Spinners' defense here in the series has been a little bit shaky. They made 3 errors yesterday, and they've already made 2 here in the first inning. Marmoleos advanced to second on that E4 as Travis had to go chase that ball down. That allowed the runner to advance. So Auburn picks up a run without the benefit of a hit. Here's Rowdy Reed, their catcher, who is playing for the first time in the series. Reed hitting .276. He's got 2 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch to him, and it's in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1. Reed, one of 4 catchers listed on the roster, 6 feet, 170 pounds. He's a 20-year-old from the Dominican, San Jose de Acosta. Played for the Gulf Coast League Nationals a year ago. The 0-1 pitch from Aaron Wilkerson. This pitch stays up in the zone. It's lifted in the air left field.